most medieval thing about me is that I knew a chainmail guy. There was a time in my life where I had a chainmail guy.
Sorry, you need to explain that now.
It was just like a guy that I knew that made chainmail.
Okay, so he wasn't like the guy you went to for all of your chainmail needs, which happened
Yeah, that was my
repeatedly,
question.
because that's how it seemed to be phrased.
Sometimes this was like a weird circumstance in which I lived in a weird house in college where we would do like house shows and stuff, and there was a guy who lived there like decades before who would it sounds very weird, but he would show up with his chainmail and he would let people wear his chainmail. I didn't realize how expensive chainmail was until earlier this year when my boyfriend wanted to be Joan of Arc for Halloween, and I wanted to do a couple's costume, and he was like, I don't like couple's costumes because usually one person's costume is really in depth and the other person's costume is an afterthought. And I was like, well, I could be the steak. I can just be like fire. But he was like really seriously looking into being Joan of Arc, and then he was like, this is way too expensive of a bit. So I should have had my chainmail guy.
You should have had your chainmail guy. And you guys are making this out like this is weird. Like, this is my everyday experience, like in a classroom, is like all of my students, like I have a chainmail guy. Like I was in SCA, I went to a Ren fair, I watched Game of Thrones, I played this video game, like, or even like weirder stuff. Like, so this is just normal to me. Like this is part of the experience of being a medieval historian in 2026, I think.